sweetest group of people. They were holding my hand backstage. You have no idea the love in this place. It's like ridiculous.
It's because they're all fed and watered regularly.
True. But you set the tone. The leading lady sets the tone.
Thank you.
So it's all you.
That's why I love her. She comes in and I'm all hot and I smell like garlic from cooking, and she smells like the fresh breeze of the something and she's just so lovely. So catch us up. What's been going on since last we were hanging out at the kitchen table?
Gosh, it was a while ago.
I know, it was
too long.
Yeah, I think it was over a year ago.
Yeah, well, gosh, so much. I mean, my kids are abandoning me. They're all going to college. It's horrible.
Is that bad for you?
Yes.
You didn't have plans for the rooms or anything? Like you were going to do this hobby in here and that hobby in there?
You know, I didn't have plans for them leaving somehow. It's like, you know, you birth them and then suddenly, you know, they're ready to go off to college, and you know that that's the plan, like sort of intellectually, but it's kind of hard to let them go. So we got a new puppy.
I know,
which you know that it right.
Lily.
Lily, yeah. And I've made two recipes out of your cookbook.
This is big for her. Yeah. She doesn't love the kitchen. So maybe this could be a new endeavor for you.
Yeah, you know what? It's true. I've been cooking a lot more since I have some free time, although my daughter is still home, but it's her last year. But I made that sesame thing, the sesame tuna.
Nice.
Which was so good. And I made...
you really legitimately cooked two of my meals.
No, I really did.
I'm so impressed.
And I made the halibut with the burst tomatoes.
Yeah, the burst cherry tomatoes. The heck of a halibut with the burst tomatoes.
So good.
Thank you.
It was amazing. No, really good.
I'm so thrilled to be a part of your life in that way.
Yes.
So season 6, can you believe it? You're closing in, pardon the pun, closing in on 100 episodes, which in television is like 10,000. What's it like for you now, going to set, coming up on so many milestones in the show, and what's new for Brenda this season?
Well, you know, as you know, it really is like a family. I mean, it has to be, because you spend more time with them than you do your family when you're actually shooting. So it's always great to go back. And, you know, she's married now, but she's still always married to her work. And this year there's a brand new LAPD building, which there actually is in Los Angeles, and is the most highly technical, up-to-date building of its kind in the country. And she hates it, of course, because, you know, and a change is. I've never heard. Change is not easy, right? I've never heard the word change and comfortable in the same sentence.
Exactly.
It's like it just doesn't happen. When you really think about that, it's so true.
So what do you actually do? You know, we were kind of gossiping about this before you got here. Like, I just want to know, they work 16 hours a day on those shows, sometimes even more. What do you do after that? Are you so wound up after that?
Yeah.
How do you?
Yeah, I am wound up, and I can't have any wine or anything like that, because to wind down, because I usually have lines to learn and stuff like that. I usually get into something really comfortable and, you know, take off all my makeup. I mean, my joke was that I was going to say, you know, I take off all my clothes and walk around naked, but I didn't know that that was appropriate for this kind of a show. I wasn't sure.
Sure. We get our freak flag on.
I meant...
What did you think when you first met Kevin?
You know, I thought he was kind of cocky, you know, and thought he was so great and everything, and he kind of, you know, I didn't, he had sort of a front that I didn't really buy, and he wasn't really friendly, and later on he told me, I know, wasn't it? For him it was, and he later on told me, you know, I was so completely, it was for him lust at first sight, actually. That's what he said.
You know, I had to really fight my way in there. It was a real challenge. I mean, she didn't, you know, first off, I don't think she was all that into actors necessarily, you know, and she just thought I was a jerk. I mean, really, that's basically
What was your first impression of her?
I was in love with her.
Yeah.
I mean, that was it.
Yeah.
Adorable! Oh, my God.
Well, at least they agreed.
That is so funny.
I know, it's weird, but at least you had the same story.
That's right, thank God. We talked about it beforehand and got our stories set up.
It was really lovely having him here, and it was just after the SAG and the Golden Globe wins, and he's just so easy to talk to. He just, a real gentleman.
Yes,
lovely.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and you two are so, now they're like, you want to brush your teeth. They're so sweet about each other. It's very sweet. And, you know, he said that it was really fun for him to direct a couple of the episodes. Is he going to do more of that this season?
I think he's going to take the year off. He said to me, you know, I'm going to take the year off and do my own directing, you know, directing my own stuff. So, you know, I get it. It's a lot of work. And, you know, you're sort of a hired gun when you do those things. He wants to, like, direct his own pilot. And
Is he going to direct film as well, or sticking with TV?
Yeah, well, he's got a couple of things that he's working on, so whichever comes up first.
He's going to have his own me time.
Yeah.
While you're off having the Brenda time.
That's right.
So, any family time this summer at all? Any summer vacations planned?
Well, I'll be working for most of the summer, and then in August, but August I'll be coming home to take Sophie to college.
Oh.
And aren't there any parents here who are like losing their children? I mean, there's not that many though. Okay, well, you'll get there, ladies. Anyway, but yeah, we really like to cook outside. Like, we like to go to Connecticut. We have a place there, and then Kev does some, like, you know, stuff on the grill. And
men love to smell like beef jerky and stand by the grill.
What is that?
I know. Even if the stuff comes out terrible, they love it. They want to eat 10 of them. And,
I know, there's something about the grill. It's like a man thing.
And the fire and things, long sticks, things. I don't know. It's very primal or something.
That's right.
You know, here's a totally silly sidebar question, but you know, Brenda has such a distinctive and thick accent. Do you ever like find yourself when you're playing her for so long? Is it hard to shake her?
No, not really. Actually, I've gotten better at shaking her. I think it would just irritate everybody in my family if I came home with that accent. I mean, I think it would really bug them.
Because Brenda is just so different, you know, in the floral clothes, and she's just such a girl.
Yes, exactly.
In this huge man's world.
Right.
And what is it with that? There's all men on the show except for Brenda.
Right.
Can't you guys get an extra woman or two on the squad?
Well, we did. We had some. We had Mary McDonald.
Yeah.
But we were at Oz the whole time. No, it's true. I've been pushing for her to have some kind of a best friend, like some female best friend, or at least try to have a best friend, and just, you know, be constantly called away.
And watch that not work or something.
Yeah, exactly. Watch that not work. Exactly.
Yeah, because you're testosterone out over there.
Well, I know, and Brenda has her share of that too, even though she is sort of, you know.
But it'll be fun to watch Brenda's married life now and to get a little backstory on all the other characters. I'm excited for it. Are you guys up for it? It's all good. The Closer airs all summer Mondays at 9 on TNT. Of course, you got to watch it. The lovely Kyra Sedgwick.